Hello everybody, this is Sonya, and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I would have come on and did a face video, only I'm really tired and I didn't even brush my head. I can't believe that, but I'm going to have my shower in a minute and when I finish doing this video and stuff like that. So I just want to thank everybody for being my subbies and for being there for me and for all the lovely comments that you leave. It's Christmas Day here, I might have just said that, and it's going to be a stinker. It's going to be hot today. Got the fan going, but I won't be able to stay in here very long because it will get really hot. I've got to get Jeremy's going to. I'm supposed to clean out the air conditioners every year, so he's going to do that, you know, and make sure it's okay when to start using it. You know, because I don't want a spider trotting out of there. Anyway, or the filter, you know, he's going to do that. But anyway, he's going to do that tomorrow, and that's okay, because it's not too bad in here so far. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of work on another page like what I've done here. I'm just thinking I might snip this bit off here, look, just a tiny bit off it. Okay. And because I think that looks amazing, I love it. I've been trying to find some bits and pieces that I might like to put in it. I have a lot of pictures with, you know, these vintage ladies on them, but I don't have any that I can find. I've been looking, and this one here is probably might not look right on there. I don't know. This is a cutout from a paper pad of some description. Anyhow. I might not do that, but I'll just sit that in there anyway because I'll consider it for another time. So I've got a piece of tea-dyed paper here, like the same size for the same page, because I haven't been in here since we were in here before. Okay, I've been not in here, have not had time. I couldn't believe how exhausted I got yesterday because one of our daughters came yesterday for a visit. And, you know, for her Christmas Eve tea last night and that, but they came earlier and we had a friend with her and their kids and, oh my goodness me, I didn't think I'd ever wind down to go to sleep. The children are very busy little people, aren't they? All the time. But anyway, I'm thinking about doing some of the pages like that. That'd be nice on there, wouldn't it? If I can get the rest of it to go with that bit, okay? So, oh dear, sticking to me. I'm thinking about using something like this on there. I just collected out these things because I thought, well, I want to do another page. I like this sort of thing. I love that sort of thing. And it's a sticker, but I could just use this bit here, couldn't I? If I don't want it to be, you can have it 3D, but I don't know if I want the background. I want it might be put on a different background. So that was the thing that I was thinking of. There's flowers in that, and stickers. I don't know what's on the back of it. Oh, some of them I cut out already. I think that's very busy. That's not sort of what I'm after today. I do need some tags to get a bit of something with the tags. I have these little jars, these bottle things that I really like these. I really want to do something with something like that. You cover over that says youth. This one here's got rum written on it, but you could cover that over and make it look like it was perfume, couldn't you? It's not rum. Because I do love the fact that they're clear. I haven't used any of those yet, so I might have to try something on one of them. This is just two pieces of cardstock. Okay, that's pretty. I want to try and stick with the. Oh, hang on, I've got something now. These are nice. These ladies. She's getting married, I think. Okay, so I found something pretty. Oh, this is nice. What have we got here? I like them. Doesn't stop me from putting one of those in there, is there? Really? Turn it into something a bit better looking. You know, like than that back. than that background. I think these are mostly just tag shapes in here that I've cut out to use. And these things all should look really nice in my journal when I've got round to making them, shouldn't they? This is a different sort shape one. Here's a circle. It's spotty. Okay. I've got a really nice envelope, which I'm thinking of using. This frame thing. I've made some things in the past that I haven't got done anything with yet, so these are things that I can use in this book, I suppose, if I wanted to. So I love these things, so I might try and see if I can make something using one of these today. What do you reckon? We'll see how we go anyway. And then I've got this printed out on a piece of fabric. But I would want it, because I could make that would look absolutely beautiful, wouldn't it, with something lace over it. It's a shame that it's a shame I've got the black, but you can't do anything about that, can you? I suppose if I very carefully cut that out. Yeah, I was thinking about that. This sounds like fun, doesn't it? Let me see. Well, we'll do something now, right? It's on to about 8. I'm trying to work out when I'm going to turn that. This is really nice. I might have a go at that would look really good on this background here. But I might cut that off, that bit of lace around there, and put real stuff on there. What do you reckon? Put some real lace on. When we figure out what we're going to do with it, I think it'd make a really nice little booklet thing. Don't you reckon? This came out of a calendar. I don't know why I've only got 2 bits. I must have more somewhere else. But I've just got so much stuff in here because I moved, well, Jeremy did. Me and Jeremy moved the stuff that I had out in the lounge room into here because, you know, when you got visitors, you need a bit more space. I didn't want to see all my stuff hanging around me, so it's all in here too, and there's stuff for miles, but you know what, I'm just going to sort out a few bits that I'm going to need out there and take one of each, you know, one glue, one scissors, that sort of thing. So hopefully I can deal with that. We're going to have some lunch when Ellie gets here. She'll be here about 12 o'clock. Yesterday we had a little nibblies first. Well, I didn't because I couldn't have possibly because I was that tired and hot. But felt all right after a while. The kids enjoyed the little nibbly bits. Like my corn relish dip that I do like too. I used to anyway, I suppose I should. Now that works. Oh, it doesn't quite. How about we just cut them both to the same shape so they will be, so it will be right. What do you reckon? Because it's not Then we had our meal. Turkey and ham and pork and salads and stuff like that, and then some beautiful desserts. But it was really good time. We had a really good time. There's an odd time there, but the children could have done a lot better themselves. But anyway, and we're not used to children, like I said, and it was a bit scary. But anyway, we managed all right. We're not used to anybody really being around much. We're very, it's very quiet around here most of the time. And today, when my daughter comes along, she's going to be bringing her new little puppy with her. She's only had him for a week, and his name's Tex. He's a little blue cattle dog, and he's beautiful. She sent me little pictures and bits about him and everything, so that'll be fun. I don't know what the cattle think about it, but anyway, it's everybody will have their own space anyhow. They'll be able to stand one another, I hope. He might be only a little bit. He's growing awful fast. He's growing awful quick. So he's going to be here for a visit today and tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to it because I haven't seen it. I've only seen Ellie twice in the last 2 years, and it makes me very sad that I don't spend more time with her. That's a bit wrong, isn't it? Do you think I can do this so it's not looking like that? In a minute. This is mostly a hangout with me and do some crafting because I don't know if I'm actually going to teach you anything today. I just got no idea. Because that happens, doesn't it? Sonya doesn't actually teach anything every time. I'll use this pencil here because the eraser on the end of it rubs it out really good. And I'm going to move that from underneath there. This is defeating the purpose, isn't it? It's not going to look one bit like a doily, and it already doesn't, so might as well keep going since I've done it this far. So I'm just after the pictures on it, really, the images. I'm just after them, really. So it looks like I've cut that down way. I might turn that around so I can use the little lines on the mat here. Make sure I make it straight. Hope everybody's staying safe. I call it a germ because I can't remember which one's happening to us next, but a germ is happening, isn't it, people? And it isn't good. So I hope everybody's been as safe as they can be. And well, Sonya might have wrecked that, I think. It's not really looking like one thing or another, is it? Actually, that one would have been better because it's got a better edge to cut around there. They're too big for the paper. They take up all the paper, so I can only really use a half. Okay, I'll have a mouthful of water. This one I'm not really sure about because it's a little bit dark for me. I want to do this. Aren't I naughty? I'm just going to do it, okay? I'm going to cut very close to the line as I possibly can. I'm going to take the line off there, righto? Cut the line off. That's the way, isn't it? Right. Now, I might leave the paper on, I don't know yet. It's got fabric, but it's been through the printer, so it has this paper on the back. It looks better without the line, doesn't it? Too, yes, I will when I get it done as well. Now, I don't know what you think, but I think that this button up goes up the back. I don't know, because it's got this shape. I'm not going to say the word because I don't want my comments to be taken off. Or nowhere for you to use the comment. Of course, it's done up at the back. Yes, really tight that they nearly suffocate people. Don't they? Make them faint and things. But I'd like to do this one at the front so I can have the laces on it, eh? That sounds like good fun, doesn't it? I wonder if I can manage that. You never know. That way, I only need those two pieces, but if I make it three-dimensional, then I can use it for a pocket. Well, I could use it for a pocket anyway, but it'll be a bit sturdier, especially if I'm going to take the piece off there. There's a little bit of dark left on that one, and here too. I just went too fast, getting too excited here, Sonya. Just settle down now. Okay. So I just went on to images on Google, and that's my search engine that I use. Images, of course, it's template. Something like that I typed in. And this is what we got. Right, now if I did this like that, it wouldn't matter if it was on like that, would it? It wouldn't matter if it was back to front. Cool. Love that idea. I'm excited. Do I take this off? I should do. I still have plenty. Oh, come on. Take the backing off. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Won't move. Put my ruler down there and see if I can bend this back up over it. Probably not. I might need to use the metal one. Oh, that worked. It bends up there like that. Because see, you get the benefit of having something down the back here too if you want it. If I put it on back to front, it doesn't matter. It's turned it into a girdle, isn't it? Something, some such thing. Oh, I had to wear one of those hold me in things, I call it. It's just like you put on, hold your tummy in a bit tighter than pants, right, years ago. I don't know what, when a friend of mine was getting married and I was a bridesmaid, or maid of honour or whatever, at least I think I was. And, well, definitely was maid of honour. And, because the dress was a little bit, the stuff it was made out of, you needed to make sure there was no little bulge. I only had small little bulges then anyway, but, we decided to put on this, well, I decided to put on this thing, to see if I could just hold myself in a bit more. And, by the time I got to the wedding dinner, here's me nearly passing from this thing that I had on. So, people rushing me to the bathroom, and anyway, they got me sorted. I had to get that off. But didn't look bad without it anyway. So, but you know what? When you're young, you had a bit of vanity there, Didn't ruin the wedding. I got up to go out, and the bride's father said, "Sonya, sit down." I can't sit down, got to go. I passed out on the floor. Oh dear. Anyway, he wasn't being mean, he was just, let me sit down there. Sit down, Sonya, I said. Anyway, I was a bridesmaid 4 times for people. Oh no, look what I've done. Put some of my nail polish on that. Not going to do that. 4 times. 3 times I wore blue, and 1 time my sister wore red. I don't know what the idea was that. Well, she didn't like red, and she red. Never mind. That's going to be covered over anyway. I'm not going to be able to see that. She was in charge of what to put on, so she had to put red on me, I suppose. She wanted to. So come on, get off there. Because I don't know whether this is going to stick to anything, which I don't know if I'll be doing that anyway. I'm going to get my crocodile and see if I can make them holes there. And I know it's sitting there somewhere. I sat there the other day and said, "Don't you move." Yeah, I know. We do talk to these objects, don't we? I'm going to cut that hole out, but I'm not going to take that one because it's way too big. This one here, it's probably just right, but I'll have to move this little bit here back a bit. Oh well, it's where it's got to go. So I can cut straight over that bit. I feel like I'm shaking now. Got it. Brilliant. This one. I had to go up and do my last bit of shopping day before yesterday. Oh my goodness me, there's some people out there. There's people everywhere. Oh, people. So many people, you could hardly see through the crowd. It'd been more worse. Thank goodness, by the time I got back out to the front of the store, they'd all wandered off because, they'd all gone through the checkout by the time I got back, and there wasn't too many more in there. I thought I'd have been there for all day, because it was... But I did spend over an hour in there, and I didn't get that much stuff, but you couldn't get near anything, and there was people everywhere. I suppose everybody's doing the same thing. We all have the same idea. Go and get it done, but it's suppose now we've all got too much food. That'll be happening. Anyway, one more to go. Got him. Now, how's that looking? Isn't that ducky? You're not going to be able to see that bit there because it's going to be an eyelet under that, isn't there? I've got to do the eyelet thing. But I don't know if I have to. It's not a certainty, I don't think. Okay. I suppose you wouldn't have that across the back of it, would you, if that was... No, but this is the front, and I've decided I want to put it in back to front, okay? If that makes any sense. I want to put it in back to front, so... Eyelets. I know they're here somewhere. They always are here somewhere. I can see the brads. Piled up here in front of me. I don't know if I want to put that bit on there yet though till I go and put some lace and that on it. I think I might do the lace first. I think I should take this off, but will that make that not too... No, it'll be right. Got to get it off there, I think. I'm sort of sure I want to do that. You can't see me, but I'm looking around here everywhere trying to see where the eyelets have got to. Because I know they're in here somewhere. I do know that. I need one of them little knives that lift it off. Got to be careful. I don't want to... Come on. I miss coming in here so bad. I was out there this morning watching Amy, who is Aljon. She was working in her journal. And I thought, oh dear, I want to go and do some stuff. I wanted to come in here yesterday, but I was too tired. I worked for hours making all this food. Jeremy said maybe next time we won't be doing this. It won't be our job next year because somebody else can do it. But it does take a lot of work because I made the dips and the salads and he did the meat and that, and it was a big job. And two little old people. So I've got that line there too, but that's not going to be seen, I don't think, when I finish it. That looks good, doesn't it? Not too big up there, but that's okay. That's what it's supposed to be like, I suppose. That's the go of it. You can't mess with that. It's the go of it. Righto. Now I need to cover it with some lace. And I do have a couple of pieces here that I was looking at this morning. I'm going to put those. Are they here? Yeah. Oh, this has got a, what's the name on it, a big leaf pattern on it. You'll be able to see that. Look, you can see how much black's still showing on them things. I wonder if that'd look alright over it. I like the blue. There's blue. I like the blue, but it's not wide enough, I don't think. No. I do have some lot wider pieces. Oh, that would look awesome, wouldn't it? Look absolutely beautiful, especially if you put that like that. Because you're not going to see what's around the back, are you? If I put that there like that and had the holes there, the other side of it, so I can just poke a ribbon through there or something, that might be a better idea than putting the eyelets on. Right, let's see how we go with that. Plus I can put it on the inside. Right, where's the end of this? There's got to be an end to it. Okay, so let's have a play now. I want to put... That's still sitting in there. Which glue will I use? I know this here dries clear and it's really quick, but it's very slow to dry when I'm for what I'm, I like to get on with things, and it's a little bit slow for me. If I need to get a wriggle on, So I'm going to put that down there like that. I'm going to take it a little bit over where the holes are, and then I can make the holes again and put some ribbon through it, really fine, nice, beautiful piece of ribbon through there. Is that enough lace on? Yes. I'm going to put the lace up the middle of the back here, because when you turn that over like that, you're not going to be able to see. Well, you will, but I'll figure this out, right, as we go. We'll do it as we go. Right, now, will I use this? I suppose I should use this tacky one. This tacky one usually does a good job for me. Only thing I've got to do is spread it out a bit more. I don't want to get it too lumpy or too much in the one place or anything. Okay. I didn't even put my jewellery on yet today. I'll have to go and have me bath and make myself all beautiful. That's going to take a while. Don't wear any sort of makeup or anything. I haven't done for probably 30 years or something. I don't know. It's been a long time, but don't really like to have to put it on. Now, I think that should be right. Spread out a bit. It's not too bad. I need to cut this piece so I can manoeuvre on there about right where I want it to be. Now I'm thinking about that side going out there. It might be better with this bit. Okay. I know I cut it too big, but I need that because I need to be able to. Where's that thing I want to press that down with? There we go. I should have taken it a tiny bit round the corner here, because I put a bit on the back of it. So the back of it is going to be is going to be on the page, isn't it? So we're not going to see that. I can use those bits anyway, this bit of trim here. So that's sort of the idea, isn't it? Look at that. Hopefully I'll be able to show you all different sorts of ways of doing that, all different ideas for your pages and what we've done previously. Hopefully I'll be able to come up with some different ideas for things. I've done this sort of thing before in the steampunk one, but not like this. But I have put this in. But we want vintage bits and pieces of something nice to put in them, don't we? I've got to find that nice little piece of lace that's going to go around the edge. I need to find that. I don't know what that's going to be, but I need something to edge it in, a nice piece of something. It'll come to me. I'll find it and figure it out, I imagine. So I've got this bit. Look at that, it would fit across there, nearly, just nearly. Just nearly. Oh dear, wouldn't it? Hang on. If I take it like that and cut that to fit in there, make sure it's on there properly. I'll cut it down here and down here. I'm just going to put a bit, maybe you move back over there a minute. I'm just going to put a bit of this. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I'm whispering away. I'm not whispering. I'm not talking loud. I usually don't as a rule, but anyway. I get excited and I start talking loud. I do. I get excited and start talking loud. Right, now we're putting this on here like that. I need to come up past there. Okay. How about that? Is that far enough? Here? Good. That looks good. Now this is just going together, you know, in the plan, isn't it? It's going good. I'm pleased about this. If you can't find it or print off one of these corset things, you can just make yourself one anyway, draw it. You could draw it out onto a piece of fabric or something and put them all glued down in here. Now that I've got that sort of in the right place, I think. And if you haven't got the lace like I've got, well, you can just cut out a piece of trim to go across there like I'm going to have to do with the rest of it. I'm thinking I might have to cut that thick piece off because this is going to be a pocket, that bit there. I'm thinking I might have to cut that bit off. That looks awesome, doesn't it? I do like how that's turning out. Looks really good. You can make anything, you know, if you have a go at it. It's fun. Surely is fun. Now, do I need to put that... I wonder what I'm going to put down this part. I suppose the blue too. Continue on with the blue. I might have to cut that. I'm going to cut this bit off because it's too thick. And if you're going to put something in the pocket, it's going to get in the way, isn't it? Okay. Right, now I just have to put something back up that way, which I wonder if this would fit back up that way. Okay, but it's not going to work with the scooping out bits, is it? Alright, I'm just going to have to cover this flat and then cut it out, and then I'll put a trim around it. How about that? Right, we'll cut this bit off. I think that's enough of this. That's not big enough. No. Make sure I've got enough here. This piece. And make sure when I put it in there that I've really stuck it down good so nothing's going to get stuck. I should have probably put it up under here, and I can, because look, I can lift that up. Right. Okay. Okay, we can lift this up a bit, but still not dry properly, so we can do that. And probably I didn't put much glue on because I wanted to give myself room for movement. So I'm going to put this piece up underneath so it will... Come on, glue out you come. Now I've scratched that on there. Oh, it's a bit of fluff. Right, a bit of string or something. Come here. Oh, goodness me. So when you're doing something like this, you can't afford to get anything in there looking black and dirty, can you? It's not good. Messy. I'll put enough glue on there to make sure this fastens down properly. I do want to have plenty of left over the edges so I can cut it off. Alright, so I've tucked it up under there, so when you put something down in there, it's going to keep on going, you know, it's not going to get stuck. Right, so I've got something, there's no business sitting on there now too. Another mouthful of water. I'm really worried about this. I hope you can hear me. Because I've noticed that I don't talk very loud. Sometimes. Okay. So I've got 10 minutes now that I think that I can still just do a bit more. And then tomorrow will be Boxing Day. And I'll be able to come on here, I hope, if I'm okay. Oh no, Ellie will be here. Right, Ellie will be here tomorrow, so might spend a bit of time with her. Might be able to do it anyway before she gets out of bed, I don't know. Young people don't like to get up too early. I was saying to my husband, we were talking last night, we never slept in when we were young. Well, first of all, I'd get up and go to work, but I still wouldn't let her sleep in because there was always something to go and do. You know? When I say sleep in, you know, I mean, we were always up real early in the morning to... Except he wasn't, so was I. He used to walk his greyhounds. There you go, look at that. Yeah, wow, isn't that look good? I mean, doesn't that look good? My English is very bad today, sorry, look at that. So I'm going to do the other side now. Sorry about all this snivelling and carrying on here. Breathing and breathing heavy and stuff. Right, I was nearly going to cut that off, you know, this front bit, and I can't do that because I need it for there, don't I? Right, I must be around the wrong end of this. Put it there like that. I'm going to move it down a bit because I want a bit of this, the flower and that on there, eh? Don't we? We need the flower on it. Now, I'll put a bit of glue on. Move over a few things. Right, put some glue down here. This has certainly been good fun this morning. I suppose my daughter must be on her way up the road. Yeah, because it takes her a couple of hours to get here. Righto. Yeah, I'll put it down there so it's just past the holes like the other side is. Make sure they're both about the same, best I can. If I get my fingers stuck to it, it keeps lifting up, so we use this paddy thing. It's for putting your mask on, if you want to put a mask on your face to make yourself beautiful or something, you know. Just a thing for this because it doesn't stick to the, and the glue comes off it real easy. I always do a little bit of, cut it out a bit roughly first to start with, so then you can get a better go at doing it just right if you want to, you know. So, and be careful so you don't cut off nothing you're supposed to. We'll go up along here a bit. Cut that off down there a bit. And then turn it over so I don't cut off the wrong thing. I mean, so you can do this with fabric, put a fabric piece on. I thought about a calico one. Now that'd look really cool, wouldn't it? The calico one. You never know, we might have to put another, we might have to do another one put in there. You never know, we might have to do a calico one. Because that would be the kind of thing they wore back then, way back, you know, they did wear a bit of calico. Now it's going around the corner, just stick it on around there. Here's got to come off, I think. Well, the other piece is not there on the other side, so I'll take that bit off too. I'll put more glue under this. I must have a very big hole in this bottle, it's not coming out very fast. I watched a series on BritBox over the last few days. The night time while Jeremy was watching something else he was watching on TV or something, and gee, it was good. It was called I don't even remember, something about land, could be Land Girls or something about the ladies at the village when the war was on. And it was a really good story, and I didn't like to see it finish. I wasn't impressed at all. It finished because it didn't finish properly, and I don't think they made any more because it's the only ones that were there, and I just, and it was made in 2016, I think, and it didn't finish right. I wasn't impressed about the ending. There's nothing worse than having an ending when it's not really ended as far as you're concerned, is it? You know, you think, oh no, what's happening? Anyway, I suppose that's just how it was. Now that looks amazing, doesn't it, to my way of thinking? I just absolutely love that. I really, really do. Do I want to put it on that page or this page here? This is a nice piece of, beautiful piece of paper. I can't remember now what it is. Anyway, it's a really nice piece of paper. Very thick too. Very thick piece. So that is going to go like that, okay? And we're going to put some lace. We're going to lace this up across here, like that. Okay? Now I'm going to put a piece of, what's the name, ribbon in it. Piece of this silk ribbon, because it's really fine, and hopefully I've got something that's thin enough in a colour that'll look okay. That's a little tiny bit thick, that one. Actually, this would look alright. It's not. It's a ribbon. It's got a bit of shiny in it. I don't know if I want to go for the shiny though. I don't know what if I need the shiny. I wonder how thick this is. If I read it, it'll tell me 2 point something millimetres. It's only little, isn't it? I'll just leave it there a minute. I don't know if I did want the same colour. That's this one, a white one. That's 2.7 millimetres as well. I'm not a fan of the white one. I think I'd fix this up, wouldn't you? It was a mess here. I haven't got time though, see? You're doing stuff and you don't have time. So that one there is 4 millimetres. That can't be right. This one says it's 2. Oh, that's how many metres is on it, Sonya. This is 1/4 of an inch wide, right? Because this is a good width, but it's the colour. So this is wide. Okay. I've realised what I'm doing now. Okay. Oh, I must be able to find a piece. I know I've got some very thin satin stuff, but that's a good size too. I don't know what that'll look like on there. It might look alright actually. I'll have a look and see how we go. We can only try, can't we? What's that one? It's down the bottom how wide it is, Sonya. I can't see. I'll have a look at that in a minute. And we'll try a bit of that. Let's see what we can find to do it with. Now, where did this come from? Oh, I don't know. I've got stuff here everywhere again. I've packed it all up, put it all away, and now I've got it all out again. Please don't judge me. I can't craft unless I'm finding things, can I? You've got to be able to find things. You can't do stuff. This what's the name's good, this wool. But whether that'll look alright or not, I don't know, because it's only really thin. Yeah. We'll have a look. We'll look at some things and see what it looks like, eh? It's the only thing we can do is to try it and see. There's no rules, is there, what to put in there? This is this really beautiful, wool. It's a yes, whatever that word says. This is pretty. I like this. I don't know what this will look like through there. It might look alright. But then again, you might want the ribbon. Let me see. Might not going to be too. I think the ribbon. I think definitely the ribbon and that colour. Okay. Now I've dug all that stuff out. Okie dokie. So we're going to make a hole now. We're going to make holes all in here. And I have that poker tool somewhere. So I can just push that down through there. Push that down there through there. I might put this one a bit further because it's not. Because of the lace, it just sort of comes back over the top of it. Oh, now all we've got to do is figure out how to lace it up. That's going to be interesting. And then I've got to put it, actually I want to put something around the edge of it, don't I? At the top there, I haven't done that yet. Getting carried away there a bit, and myself. Haven't got nothing across here. There's a piece here that I cut off a while ago. I haven't got long, so I have to turn this off. I don't want it to go over the time because you won't see what I'm doing. Where's that? There's a nice piece of flat that I cut off. That's not, no, that's not it. Anyway, probably threw it over here. It's underneath all this. Here we are. Here we are. We got it. We got it. Now, do we want that across there? I think so. Like for there. And then there's the bottom bit too. I can put the lace in there front though, and we'll look at the other part next time we come on here, because you're not going to see what we're going to do if we don't. We're going to come up through the bottom. I used to struggle sometimes with the kids' shoes, trying to figure out which way to lace them up, because there's different looks you go for, isn't there? I don't know how much of this I'm going to need. I can cut a bit off, and if I don't need it, I can just... Is that what we want? Do we want it to go over there and under there? Anyway, I can do it the right way eventually. If I can't get that right, I'll get it right soon, okay? Don't worry about it too much. I'm going to try not to wreck my piece of ribbon here with this sticky thing, poker tool. Sticking. Okay. Okay, alright. So they've got that bit. I might have to go and Google how to do this. Lace that bit that way like that. You don't want to pull it too tight because you don't want it to be tight. And them two can go down there. And then they can come up through the other side. So we're going to meet our daughter's new fella today. That should be a bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous. You just don't know, do you? When you're meeting somebody different, you just sort of can't. I'll be right. I've got to stop poking that through there. It's not working for me at all properly. I'm making holes in this thing. Come on, get through there, please. Oh dear, my time is running out. I'm going to go through the hole. I made the hole. Made the hole. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I forgot or something. Maybe I just went over it. I don't know. There's all these laces in the road. Maybe it's just pushed through part of it and hasn't actually made it so I can get something through there. Now, is that the right bit? Yes. Nice if I put the wrong piece through. I feel like I'm all thumbs here now. I'm just... I don't know. It goes like this. I don't want to pull it too tight. That one goes like that. Is that right? Yeah, that is not too bad. See what happens. Push it through, Sonya. It's got to go through. Right, gotcha. I better run out of time. If I do, I'd just like to say again, a Merry Christmas to everybody. And this probably is not the right thing to put through here because it might be too wide. I might need to have, I've got these things lined up here. I might need to have something a bit thinner, like a cord. Okay, so I better go, alright. Now everybody have a nice Christmas, won't you? And have a play around and make yourself some bits and pieces, and I'll be back soon, and we'll get another year going on making lots of good things and finishing the journals and so forth. So thank you very much for everybody for your subscription, for subscribing to me, and for leaving comments. I love to read your comments. If I don't get to answer them, I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I can't because I'm doing other things and I've got to flick through fastly. I don't believe that I don't have much time anymore, you know, I don't know why. But there's things going on, you know, and sometimes I do have to have a rest as well, so I'm saying. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching, and love yous all. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.